Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the Rebirth server. We are with our 28.9th level character, Tiger Shrike, who has almost 13 million influence and definitely has enough to get to the end of the game with no problem, as we have for a while. And we are working on the Uberman story arc. In the last episode, we found a box of files on American heroes from World War II. Most of the files are intact, but one is missing. Quick search is it's a guy named Thunderhead, a hero who fought in Europe and North Africa. So we're going to call Lori up, and she says, come on. And we're doing on this this bottom option, excuse me. After that council raid on the old FBI files, I did some checking. Turns out that the World War II era hero Thunderhead is still alive in retirement. Jim Thunderhead Bartlett goes by his civilian name these days. It looks like someone's out to upset his retirement. His granddaughter just reported that he's been kidnapped by the council. Fortunately, my anonymous tipster still has a lead, and so we're going to go look for Thunderhead. And he's in Kings Row. So we're going to head there. I will pause it here, and I'll bring you back when we are inside the mission. And welcome back. We are in a warehouse. This is super weird. We went down a sewer grate. It ended up in a warehouse, which is very odd. And we're looking for Thunderhead. See what the council has, what the council wants with him. No. Put that over here. Actually, I think I want to do that. No, I'll leave that that way. I'm still not 100% sure what I want to do with my hotbar and exactly where I want to put things. It's just so obvious to me when I'm doing martial arts, and not so much with this, for whatever reason. And I guess I'm going to need to see what everything plays like when I have things slotted in better. So I need to find Thunderhead. There he is. Alright, so I want to take these guys out first, because if they're going to start attacking us and start shooting Thunderhead, we want him to be immune first, so that I can kind of protect him a little bit. Let's make him come over to me, this guy. And I've got to try to avoid using Placate now. If Thunderhead can take damage, and I don't remember if he can, I don't want to placate one of the bad guys later on. And these guys won't attack him, they'll attack me, but the other bad guys, if I placate them, they might turn and attack him because they can't see or aggro to me. Look at this, see? He just took some damage. And so one of the things my recollection is that you gotta watch out for is the AoEs. And here's the ambush. And I have no way to draw aggro with this character. So, other than just do damage. Don't shoot it, don't hit him. Yeah, see, they did a lot of damage to him. And he is horrible. He will aggro to everybody. So, what I gotta do is alternate between these two guys and just do as much damage as possible so that they shoot me and not him. And hope this guy avoids the explosions. Yep. And see, he's doing AoEs, which automatically means he's gonna aggro everybody in the area. He's taking massive amounts of damage. I don't know how you're supposed to protect this guy. Like, here comes another ambush. How am I supposed to defeat all these ambushes at once and save him? You need like a group heal or something, and I don't have it. So now I just got to keep attacking these guys with different aggro, you know, trying to just aggro them and hope that they don't kill him. So now I'm tanking with my Stalker. Hard to do. And of course these jerks keep running away. Alright, and this guy. Alright. So let's take hide off, because we can't... We want to be seen, we don't want to be hidden. And let's get him the heck out of here. Come on, Jim. Okay, he's healing up alright. There will probably be more ambushes. So we lead him to the door. Hey, not bad, not bad. We were able to tank with our Stalker. And we leveled up! Sweet! Thanks for the trouble, and what clue did we get? Thunderhead story. Good to see you, kid. I thought I was done for. The old lightning ain't what it used to be, I guess. Yeah, especially when you're aggroing all those guys and taking them off me. Those council goons brought in a fellow to interrogate me. When I saw him, my jaw nearly dropped to the floor. He was a spitting image of Wolfgang Ubelmann, a German intelligence officer I crossed paths with back in the war, and introduced himself as Ubelmann, and acted like he knew me. Heck, he even remembered stuff that only Ubelmann should have known, but he hadn't aged a day. So the question is, why is Ubelmann, the German, working with the Italian council? Sort of weird. I don't know if they're going to explain that, or if they just replaced fifth column with council and didn't play around with that. I don't know. We'll see as we go. So Lori says, gives us a clue and says, Bartlett family wanted to extend their thanks for rescuing Jim, who's doing fine by the way. From what he told you, I'm starting to think that this Wolfgang Ubelmann character may be the key to all of this. But we don't have all the pieces yet. And that's true. Alright, well, we're in King's Row. Let's go to Silver Phoenix's old buddy, who we haven't met with this character yet. Blue Steel. And get some level up goodness. We have leveled up. And we're going to level 29, whoops, which means we get a couple more slots, so now I have to make the awful decision, like the parent trying to choose between children, of just exactly what slots we want to do. Ah, this is rough. I really, really, really want to get these attacks going. I think I'm going to double slot Eviscerate, so that by 31 we can have it almost 6 slotted, at least have it 3 or 4 slotted. It's 3 now, maybe 4. We've got a bunch of new contacts for level 30. And did we get a badge? Interesting. We didn't. There's no level 30 badge? Guess not. I thought there was. There's a 20 badge, wasn't there? Maybe not. There's a level 10 badge. Right? Yeah, level 20. I guess? Or are those 20 missions? I don't know. Alright, well. We're level 30 now. We got plenty of time, so let's go ahead and talk to Lori Pennington, who says, I got another tip about the council. This time it seems a normal council operation. No browsing documents or kidnapping historians. This time they're raiding Lockhart Aerotech, who's working on a prototype defensive system. Now, aren't those guys also working with the Sky Raiders? I think they are. By the way, guys, notice, what do we have to use? Belpain once, and Reconstruction 2 or 3 times, and I don't think I've ever actually needed to use instant healing yet. That shows you just how tough this character has become. Oh, we're not level 30 yet. We're level 29. That's why we didn't get the level 30 badge. Duh. I just put 2 new slots on. Why would I think I was 30? Okay. Oh, I'm not hidden. So we're going to defeat all council. So why didn't they attack me there? Well, part of it may have been that because I just loaded in and they weren't fully ready yet, you know, in terms of in the server, but the other part was I did have super speed on, and that does decrease your aggro range. Although normally it doesn't quite decrease it that much. Alright, so one of the mistakes I gotta correct from the last time I was in this room is I gotta make sure I go up, right? Because I fought the guys on the bottom and then I didn't go up and fight the guys on the upper level and had to come back. Right? So we don't want to do that. So let's try to make sure we are thorough in this room. Now I know I put slots onto Eviscerate, but we're not going to bother putting enhancements on it. If we find some recharge or endurance enhancers, that's fine. But I'm not going to bother spending influence on it. We're already level 29. And by 32, you know, at 30 they turn white, and by 32 they expire, so it's not worth it. To me. But these guys are going to drop tech, so we're not going to get any enhancers from them that will do us much good. Right? Because we are mutation. I have to say, guys, I have really been enjoying Claws. I've really been enjoying Regen. It's super awesome. It's one of my favorite secondaries other than Super Reflexes, which will always have a special place in my heart because it's the first secondary I ever played. And it's the secondary of the only scrappers. The only 2 times I've ever gotten a scrapper to 50. Both times have been martial arts Super Reflex. This is closing in on becoming the highest Stalker I've ever had. Although we're not quite there yet. We need a couple more levels, and honestly I don't remember exactly how far I got. So I'm going to guess it was around level 33, but I don't know for sure. I feel like I got the signature power in the primary, which is your 32nd level power. But I don't think I got the level 35 and 38 powers in the secondary. So I'm guessing it's around 33 or 31, 32, 33 or 34 that I got to. So by the time we're 35, I will have the highest level Stalker I've ever had. Which, as I say, ain't saying much, because I didn't have a very high level Stalker in the first place. Yeah, he's shooting me from behind. That is so weird. That is wildly buggy. I mean, like, I don't remember that happening in Homecoming at all. I bet they fixed it, but the question is why that bug appeared. It certainly wasn't in live, like... Well, it wasn't in the original game, let's put it that way. Whether the bug suddenly cropped up in issue 23 or something, I don't know. But it's very strange. Okay. Man, that does a lot of damage. But we heal it back very quickly. Alright, so we have to defeat everybody. This could be 5 floors, so it might be a very long mission. I assume you guys don't mind? After all, you are watching to watch City of Heroes, right? Yeah, I think even with the increased difficulty that's going to happen because of the missing, we really may have to bump this up to +2. +2s are a fine challenge, +1s just aren't. This character comes up to such a huge lead at the beginning of a battle with the assassination that even in a spawn with lots of lethal resistant mech men, if they're only +1, they can't really do anything to me because of the healing. And I don't mean these buttons down here, I mean the passives. And the toggle that give me so much healing. That I'm just almost always pegged at max unless I'm really taking a beating from very high level like reds and stuff. And I mean, it's nice that I don't need to click a bunch of click powers because this character is powerful, but on the other hand, playing a regen scrapper, part of what you're supposed to do is have to click these things and to never need to click them because you're regenning so fast with your passives because the enemies can't do anything to you. That's not necessarily the spirit in which I wanted to play regen. So I think we may have to bump this up, even though I've been saying I wasn't going to, because it's just too easy. Right, and you guys are going to get bored just watching me mow down bad guys like they're nothing. Look at that. Just dead. Bam, 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 done. Alright, let's see. Let's assassinate this guy because he's a pain in the neck with all his resistances. Man. Look at that, see? Even oranges. Wait, there are guys down here, right? And then the yellow, every time I see yellow, I'm like, ugh. Too easy. So we may have to bump this up and see how it goes. We can always bump it back down if we have to. I will not do that on screen because unlike Homecoming where you can just click here and set the notoriety, on this server, I guess as in live, you have to go to Steel Canyon and talk to a guy. I don't know if there's anybody anywhere else to talk to that can change your notoriety, but I'm not going to make you guys like watch me run over there. And that's it. We're done with this mission. Okay, we got a clue. We'll read it when we step out. And the clue says, signed orders. You find these orders on one of the council at Lockhart Aerotech. The orders list several items to steal, including high-tech equipment that was produced for Portal Corporation. They also give you the location of the council base these stolen items were delivered to. The papers are signed by Lieutenant Wolfgang Ubelmann, so he is around. Contact Lori, and she says, so, the anonymous tipster is still trying to help us find Ubelmann. Or stop him at least. But something doesn't add up. How does this informant know so much about the council? Why weren't those orders you found encoded? And who is Wolfgang Ubelmann? And then she says, the signed orders you found on the council place this Lieutenant Ubelmann at one of their underground bases. The place will be well defended, but you may well be able to find some answers there if you can fight your way through them. Yep, we can do that. So we're going to go to Talus Island. You know what? While we're going, I am going to bump the mission difficulty and we'll see how it goes, guys. I'm going to pause this here and I'll be back when we're at the mission door. Alright guys, we're here in the search for Ubelmann. This will be our last mission for this episode, I believe. We need to investigate the base, locate Ubelmann, and learn about him. Pardon me. Looking for Ubelmann. Some glowies. Okay, so that's right. Okay, so these guys should be a good challenge. I don't need to dodge past them because they're going to actually be a good challenge. These are +2s. So now we just got to hope we don't fight a lot of +3s. Actually, these are +3s. Ouch. chance we have to hit these guys. Wow. %64% chance to hit, yep. So this is going to be like we don't even have enhancers on. It's going to be like we're back to level 1. Ouch. Okay, these are going to suck, the mech men. We're going to need to assassinate that guy. We're going to need to build up, do build up too. Wow, can't even one-shot him with that. So this is why I tend to be cautious about setting it on like +2, is because we're not getting +2s, right? We're getting +3s. Now we have needed to use healing a couple times, and that is what I want. And you can see we definitely can do it, right? The question is, do we want that tough of a fight every single time? Especially in a defeat all mission, it's going to make it take a really long time. But I guess we just got to try it and see. Okay, so there's nothing back here. How about over here? Nope. Down here. Ah, yes. Okay, more +3s. Well, I gotta say, I mean, this character is pretty, shall we say, badass. If at level 29, she's taken on +3s. Really, and with no problem. Including +3s that are heavily resistant to her. If we look at focus here, 35 damage, so they're 70% resistant. Alright. This would be easier fighting +3s once Eviscerate is fully slotted. So we're definitely going to need to make sure we're hidden here. And we get a good solid Assassin Strike in. Because without that big lead, it would be very difficult. And we're going to make massive amount of XP now, because you get such an XP bonus for fighting +2s and +3s. Now, so one of the advantages of fighting the +3s and +2s and 3s, right? +2.5s, let's say, is that it is much more challenging and probably a lot more interesting to watch, because I have to fight for survival instead of just owning everything. Sure. But one of the disadvantages is it takes a lot longer to beat things up. And so I don't know if people really, and you can go ahead and leave comments and tell me what you think, if people want to watch like one mission take me 45 minutes because I have to keep fighting +3s, you know. Keep waiting for Hyde to re-engage and things like that, when, and I'm just going to placate this guy to speed things along. When, you know, if these guys were yellows, I would have already plowed through them all, and we'd be on to the next room, right? And maybe 2 rooms down. So instead of a mission taking, you know, 10 minutes, because I can just own everybody because they're low level, sometimes they may take half hour or more, right? And so the question is really, what do people want to see? Do they want to see me, like, fighting a challenging fight, the character struggling for her very existence in most fights? Or do you want to just see me mop the floor with everything? I would think that the struggle for existence would be much more interesting, but I don't know. And I'll let you guys comment and see what you think. Now, it's probably going to be a couple weeks until I see the comments, because I'm about 14 or 15 episodes behind posting. but I can certainly react to it after I see the posts. Come to me. That's what I want. Placate. Hide. Assassinate. There we go. So these are orange cons. Those guys are easier, of course. And that's really part of it. Like, if it's not either resistant and orange or red, it just poses no danger to this character. And you can see now, and we're not even as powerful as a regen scrapper because we don't have quick recovery, right? So our endurance isn't quite as good. But you can see now why at various points during live, people who weren't regen argued that regen was overpowered and should be nerfed. And it was nerfed. This is a nerfed version of it, but it's still really awesome. Look at that, 3 misses in a row. 4 of 5. Right, I'm supposed to be hitting almost 80% of the time. Instead, I'm missing 80% of the time. And that I find very frustrating. I must have missed like 8 of 12 or 14 or something like that, even though I have a 70% chance to hit. And I find that really frustrating. I know it's mostly just a bad luck streak, but still, very frustrating. I hate to miss. I don't mind having to pound forever on a resistant guy, but I just hate missing. And I always try to set my character up so that it can hit, and it's just really frustrating when you miss that much. There's another glowy. Sooner or later, I think we'll get to a clue. I don't know that we're going to fight Uberman in this mission. We might not. Oops. No, I want to go out. Oh, no, right there. Okay. And I hear another one. Over here. Okay, well, we'll assassinate this guy. There's a mech man over there. Okay, now that came from the front. And that came from the front. Yeah, see, that came from behind. That's so weird. Very strange. So I'm hearing a glowy. Up here, maybe? Now I don't hear it. Oh wow, there's a tunnel here. I hear another one. Right behind me. Miss. Oh my gosh. If anything made me switch off +2s, it would not be dying or resistance or anything. It would be all the friggin' missing. Clue. Anonymous email. So we found a following message on a computer. Tiger Shrike. It is good that you found the orders I had planted. I have been pleased with your ability to follow anonymous tips I've left for you so far. Unfortunately, Lieutenant Uberman left this base shortly before you arrived. While I am sorry to see many of my comrades captured, it was a risk worth taking. Lieutenant Wolfgang Uberman must be stopped. Now that he has gathered much of the information he sought, he will attempt to complete the purpose he was sent for. Even now, he is likely attempting to jury-rig a device to return him to his original point of origin that cannot be allowed. I have provided you with the coordinates of your next target. Stop Ubelman, okay? Now there was another glowy sound down here. Am I still hearing it? I don't think so. Alright. So we're at the end of this section. So we gotta go this way. So it looks like this is just a matter of base cleanup at this point. Ubelman is not here, so we won't be fighting a +2 or 3 elite boss or something. Thankfully. That's gonna be probably the roughest thing, is fighting an elite boss or something that's that far ahead of us. Look at this. +3 lieutenant. Purple. So that means a boss would be deep purple, and an elite boss even more so. But look at that. Just crushed. Oh, he's slowing down my recharge. Okay. So this is a defeat all, apparently. Let's let hide engage. We want to be careful here. Okay, so there's nobody there. I suspect that means all we have left to do is go down this side corridor. Where is it? Right here. And then over here. Yep. And I hear a glowy. Has anybody kept track? I feel like we've had more +3s than +2s in this +2 mission. But I could be wrong. I wasn't actually counting. Just how it feels. Just like it feels like all I ever do is miss. 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 Okay, we got another enhancement. Lots of tech enhancements. We should be quite wealthy. We already are. What do we have? 12 mil. We're going to be near 13 mil soon. Yeah, this is the pain. Right? Constant missing. And then you do like 8 damage, 10, 12 damage when you actually hit. Except for the assassin strike. This looks like it should be the end of the mission. And it is. Another clue. Zeitspielraumexperimente. This book, written in German in the last days of World War II, appears to be about early time travel experiments. One section has been heavily highlighted, and notes are scribbled along the margin in English. The notes are about the abysmal failure rates of the program and about the test subject used in the experiments. The identity of the last test subject jumps off the page. The intelligence officer named Wolfgang Ubelman. And now we're being ambushed. After the mission is complete? That's weird. Alright, I'm just going to head out. The mission's over. I don't see the point of fighting that ambush. It may be that that was put in place before the auto mission exit feature was put in place. I'm not really sure. Alright guys, let's contact our contact. And she says, all the interest in the Second World War, the way he acted like he knew Thunderhead, tech thefts, mention of his name in the book. I hate to think about it, but I think Wolfgang Ubelman may be a time traveler from the 1940s, a man sent from the past to observe the future. With the information he now has, he could change his future, which is our present. I'm sure you know that the Council's roots lie with Mussolini's government. If the war had turned out differently, who knows how much power they would wield today. So now he wants to go back with the information he's got, probably, and warn Germany and Japan and Italy of what we're going to do and try to stop us, I would guess, so that they can win the war. But we're not going to let him do that, guys, although we're not going to stop him in this episode. We've done more than enough for today, including leveling up, which is super fun. Next level is 30. Next level is 30, not this level. And we'll be getting a badge, and we will be getting a new power. Still not sure what it's going to be. I'm thinking about it. In the meantime, we'll stop for now. I am Scrapperlock, and this has been City of Heroes.